Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of Ask Coach Marie. I'm Marie O'Neill, founder of Padma Life Coaching, and your host on this series. This is a place where you ask a question, and I give my unique opinion as a life renewal coach, astrologer, and past life regression facilitator. Please know that I'm not a therapist, and I will never tell you what you must do. Each week on Friday, a new video is released with me answering 2 questions from the viewers. In addition to those questions, I talk about various other life renewal topics. Before we get started with the questions for this week, there's a couple of announcements. One, I have a virtual healing retreat that I'm hosting on August 19th and 20th called Find Your Flow. This is a 2-day retreat that is online. It is 3 hours each day, and it's designed to help you learn how to listen to your inner guidance. It's also about learning to work with nature, learning to hear nature and read the signs of nature. I'll put the link below so that all you really need to do is click on it and go to the Eventbrite page. The next announcement is that I will be in New York, in Niagara Falls, between September 4th and September 8th with Kepler College. There is a symposium that Kepler College is hosting, and I'm one of the presenters. I will be co-hosting a masterclass with Lori Barnes, and it's about writing your About Me page and your bio. There's a whole host of presenters who will be at this event. If you are going to be in New York, if you're in New York, or even if you want to attend online, please be sure to check it out. You can find the information through keplercollege.org. That's keplercollege.org. All right, let's go ahead and get started with the questions for this week. Our first question comes from Aisha, who is in Atlanta, Georgia. Aisha writes, I'm not just tired. I feel a deep soul-level exhaustion that no amount of sleep can fix. It's like my energy is constantly being drained by work, social media, and world events. From a trauma-informed perspective, how can I begin to restore my nervous system and protect my energy? This is a really good question, Aisha, and this is an issue that a lot of people are dealing with right now, especially with social media and, work and just everything that is going on in the world. What you're dealing with is, of course, complete exhaustion. And what you're going to have to do is find a way to have mini timeouts, little timeouts. And this could be taking an hour here or there just for yourself. Meditation is something that comes to mind or as a practice that comes to mind. And the reason is because for every 20 minutes of meditation that you actually do, it's the equivalent of a certain number of hours of sleep. I'm not sure, I don't remember how many hours of sleep, but I do know that meditation is one way to revive yourself. Self-care, and I know that you're busy. And yet, self-care is going to be paramount for you. You've got to do things that are going to bring you joy. And you probably can limit the amount of news that you're listening to. The news is designed to shock us, to help them with their ratings. And what it's doing is, for each of us, when we listen to it, it's affecting our nervous system. Taking a sabbatical from the news, that would do a world of good for you. The other thing that you can do is take a sabbatical from social media. Try it just for a day to not go on social media. I mean, you can always go on it the next day, but try it for a day. This will help you. With your energy, there's some practices that you can do to help your energy pattern. You can always see yourself in a bubble of white light, of healing light, be impenetrable by any energies that are non-beneficial. The other thing that you would need to do is start working on issues that are weighing you down, traumatic issues that would be bothering you. Every time you work on an issue and you heal it, you actually get lighter. I find that to be the case, or it is with me whenever I heal something. So these are just some ideas that I have. Put a comment in the comment section below and let me know what you tried and what worked. If you have additional questions about this, please reach out and let me know, okay? All right, our topic for today is Beyond Burnout, Reclaiming Your Energetic Sovereignty. When we are dealing with burnout, we are a lot of times in violation of our different bodies that we have. We have a mental body, an emotional body, and a physical body. And usually all three are on overload when you're at complete burnout, which means that you're either going to get sick or you're going to crash. The body in particular is going to send so many signals to you to tell you to stop. And it doesn't matter to the body whether you're busy or you have a deadline or not. It just wants a timeout. And you do have to find a way to give it what it wants, or it will make you pay. I do know people who are suffering from some serious issues because they overworked the body. One of the other things that you can do is call for help. Call for help from the other side, from your guides, and ask to be guided with what you need to do to get past or to actually work through the burnout. I'm pretty sure of what the other side would tell you or what your guides would tell you, but I want you to ask for yourself so that you get the information direct. If you can do a timeout, as I was answering the previous question that was sent in by Anisha, if you can find a way to not be on social media for a while, to not watch the news for a while, to maybe even when you're watching TV, just watch comedies or something that is fun, that is enjoyable. You've got to refill your coffers. You've got to refill your being. And for some people, they refill their being by being around other people. But be careful with the people that you're around, because you want people who are positive, not people who are bringing you their problems to solve. So be careful with the people that you're hanging out with, because remember, you're also interacting with their energy field. Their energy field is affecting you just as much as yours is affecting them. So look at your friends and the people you're spending your time with. So these are just a few of the ways that you can work with the burnout. If you're not able to have any serious downtime, which that's really what you need, you're going to have to pace yourself with whatever it is you're doing. You're going to have to be careful with the people you're around, slow down on social media and the news. Make sure you're nurturing yourself any way you can, whether it's through baths, whether it's through going to the movies, whether it's getting your hair done, whatever it is, you need to find ways to nurture yourself. And if you can meditate, do that too. Just a few minutes of meditation would benefit all of us, as a matter of fact. All right, let's go ahead and get going with the second question for today. The second question comes from Ben, who is in Denver, Colorado. And Ben writes, as an empath, I find myself absorbing the stress and anxiety of my friends and family. I want to be there for them, but it leaves me completely depleted. What are some practical ways to create energetic boundaries so that I can be supportive without sacrificing my own well-being? Good question, and thank you for asking it. First of all, When your energy is low, you do not want to be working with other people. If you can avoid a conversation when your energy is low, it would be better. And this is because as we're talking to people, even people we love, our energy can be being depleted, especially if we're the ones who are giving more than we're receiving, if it isn't reciprocal. So be careful. If your energy is low, do your best not to have these deep conversations with other people. The other thing is, when you wake up in the morning, you want to do a ritual if you can to protect your energy field. If you're not able to do it yourself, you want to call on one of the protector angels or archangels. Archangel Michael is a perfect person or being to call and ask to be protected. Ask Archangel Michael to use his sword to not only cut cords that are non-beneficial to you, but to keep you safe. There are animals that you can call on to help you with this. In addition to all of this, you have to clearly know where your boundary is, what you're willing to do and what you're not willing to do for somebody else. Because if you go beyond that boundary, you are going to deplete yourself. And that's not a good thing. As a matter of fact, you're not even doing the other person a good service because you're not valuing yourself. So these are just a few things that you can do. Setting boundaries is going to be huge, though. Knowing your energy, knowing what you're willing to do and not willing to do, coming up with ways to say no if you're having a difficult time saying no, coming up with ways to say no ahead of time so that you can have it prepared. I mean, you don't know what you're going to be asked to do by someone else, but you can always say, if you're not sure if it's something you want to do, you can always say, hey, let me think about it and I'll get back to you, or I need to check my schedule, whatever you need to do. Yes, it's good to have other people. It's good to help them as much as you can. However, it shouldn't be at the continued expense of self. So I hope that helps. Send me a note or write a comment below and let me know how you're getting on with this. All right, we have come to the end of this particular episode. Please be sure to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. It really does help with the algorithms to get these videos out. If you'd like to send a question to me, please send it to padmacoach@icloud.com. That's padmacoach@icloud.com. If you'd like to learn more about the services that I offer, go to my website, padmalifecoaching.com. On there, there's information on astrology, past life regression, and life coaching. You can send me an email through the website or sign up for a session. There's a lot of information over there. If you'd like to learn more about me, please check out my book, And the Lotus Open, a memoir. This book talks about the journey that I went through to heal some of the traumas that I experienced. And it gives a roadmap as to how I work through those traumas. You can find the book anywhere online books are sold: Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Books, Target. Thank you so much for being here and spending your time with me. I'll see you back here next week. Bye-bye.